Hi, I'm Tony Northrup, and we're at the Harkness Park in Waterford, Connecticut today to discuss taking outdoor portraits. Now, outdoor portraits are a lot of fun, but if you get the lighting wrong, it can be really unflattering. I'm going to take a quick test shot here so we can see what it looks like when the sun is to the photographer's back. So as you can see, it's a nice picture and the lighting is nice, but there's a problem. Chelsea is squinting, and she's squinting because the sun is at my back, which means she's staring right into the sun. Now, as a photographer, that makes sense. You want that front lighting for a portrait, but people squint when they have to look into the sun. That's not good at all. So it's actually way better to have the sun in front of the photographer. So now Chelsea and I will trade positions and we'll try that again. Take another shot. As you can see, that little change made a big difference. Just having the sun at her back allowed her to open her eyes a little wider and made a more natural pose. It also created this really great rim lighting around her. As you can see from the picture, the sun highlights her hair and shoulder. There's one thing that's missing from this picture though, and it's a catch light in her eyes. Now, when she was facing into the sun was the main light, and it created that nice catch light. If her back is to the sun, you can create a catch light just by turning your flash on. So I'll do that now, and we'll take another shot so you can see the difference. So as you can see, adding that catch light made a big difference in the picture. It fills in any shadows, which makes it much more flattering for the skin. And the catch light adds a lot of life to the eyes. Now, I want to go to a different location to show you the difference between working in the sun and working in the shadow when you're in a more closed-in environment. So we're at this very nice outdoor pergola. And I'll do what most people will do, which is to quickly take a picture. And looking at that picture, you can see the effect that the direct sun has. It casts odd shadows on her face. The hair in her face casts shadows across her forehead, and her nose casts a deep shadow across her mouth. In this case, making a picture is really easy. I'm just going to ask Chelsea to take a few steps over so that her face is in shadow. The setting will be the same. It only takes a second, but I promise it will make a world of difference to the lighting. So Chelsea, if you can step over a little bit, just so that your face is in that shadow. Very nice. Step forward. There you go. Perfect. So as you can see there, the diffuse light of the shade looks much better than the direct sunlight did. The diffuse light is bounced off of her surroundings and the ground and even the water molecules in the air, and it casts about the most even light that you could hope for. One problem with diffuse light is that it doesn't necessarily give you a catch light. It also doesn't give you the sharpest of pictures. If you want really sharp pictures, you need some form of hard light in there. This is easily rectified just by turning your flash on. So I'll turn my flash on and take a few more shots so that we can see the difference. So I like that third picture even better. The catch light from a flash isn't ideal. It's not what you'd get in a nice studio environment, but I think it's better than nothing. So let's take one more look at those three pictures to see how much difference just a few steps makes. In this first picture, the hard sunlight is casting odd shadows on Chelsea's face. In the second picture, we moved her into the shade, but we didn't yet add flash. As you can see, the shade provides a much more diffuse light. In the third picture, we kept her in the same place, but just turned the flash on. This added a nice catch light to her eyes and filled in the shadows a little bit.